Fine, I'll talk about modern Fnaf, but I'm not gonna like it, okay? Now, some of the more recent Fnaf games have gotten their fair share of criticism, but I'm here today to talk about the lore. Because my goodness, it is so confusing. There have been wars fought about this stuff. It goes deep at this point. So for the 11th anniversary, I'm here to propose a very simple and digestible explanation. So grab yourself a glass of Fanta and chocolate mini eggs like I did while animating this, and let's get to the first game. Security breach. The issue with this game is that Scott didn't tell Steelwool the entire story, so they kind of extrapolated on their own, which means that basically out of this entire game we only get little bits of usable data, and we don't even know which ones are correct. So let's get this out of the way right away. Gregory is a robot. Hey, no, don't shoot the messenger, okay? Gregory is a robot version of the crying child, and Glamrock Freddy is possessed by Michael. Just ripping off the band-aid now. Yes, it's bad storytelling, but it's a generally agreed upon theory. Gregory is constantly referred to as broken, and if that's a coincidence, I'll eat my hat. Also, they have tons of visual similarities, and it's pretty well known at this point that Glamrock Freddy has this entire speech about basically confirming that he is Michael and is possessed by him, saying a whole bunch of stuff that I won't get into because this video is supposed to be digestible. Also, Vanessa is Elizabeth. She just fills the exact same roles. Now, of course, Vanessa is known as Vanny, and Vanny is kind of like William's second-hand puppet, just the way Elizabeth used to be. Now, it's important to remember, despite Burntrap being in the game, it's actually only the children that are being rebuilt. This is actually one of those sections that is not usable. Little bits, remember? So someone's clearly trying to rebuild the Aftons, but who? Well, the most common theory up until this point was Mrs. Afton, William's wife, and if this theory ends up being wrong, that's honestly the theory that I'd still go with. Yes, I know it's wrong, but it's the best we've got right now. Me and Game Theory are best pals, aren't we? Oh. You just released a video on the same topic. When I was already halfway through editing this one. How can I upload weekly and still be behind? Anyways, on to the next game, because we're moving to Secret of the Mimic, which is the next game. Now, this game introduces us to Steelwool's brand new self-insert Fnaf OC character, Edwin Murray. I'll quickly recap his story for you here. Basically, he builds robots and costumes. Then, he gets himself a wife. How magical. He gets a son too, but then his wife dies, so he rebuilds her as a robot, as a normal person would do in this scenario. After this, his son gets to play Hot Wheels in real life. So he decides to make a robot version of his son as well. Now this is obviously super weird, so he decides to destroy it, but showing violence to a copycat robot was obviously a dumb idea. Now his computer wife gets transferred into this big computer in the basement that is called the I see what you did there. Basically, this version of Fiona, which is also known as the Mimic 1, is trying to recreate her son David by making another Mimic robot. Anyway, somehow this program ends up controlling the entire Pizzaplex through a Helpy avatar. I don't understand, but it's very clear that the Mimic 1 is controlling Helpy in at least Ruin. Now in Help Wanted, the Mimic is Glitch Trap. Basically, the Mimic plus a bunch of circuit boards with Afton on it makes the Glitch Trap. So that explains why the Mimic is trying to recreate Afton's family. It's basically getting jumbled between the families, kinda like how Steelwool got jumbled between the families in Security Breach. The Mimic could have also learned directly from Afton, but do you not see this logic? Do you not see this math? This is once again a theory that a lot of other sources also agree with. See, I'm convinced the person who's behind the Pizzaplex isn't Mrs. Afton, but is the Mimic 1 program in and of itself, getting jumbled between the families from the original trilogy and the Secret of the Mimic families. M1 is this computer that is actually secretly controlled by Afton, kind of, and it's trying to rebuild his family, but also trying to rebuild Afton's family because they got jumbled in the whole mess. And that's why we had to abandon the Vanny plotline, because we could only use the best sections of this game, because obviously this character had no untapped potential. Anyways, rant aside, that's for a different video. I think this is generally what's going on with modern Fnaf lore. And if you want to see me rant later, you can hit the subscribe button, or else Glitch Trap will invade your mind. Actually, you know what? This fandom would be into that. The subscribe button is the Glitch Trap virus, and if you click it, you will be visited by William Appleston. Also, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I mean, I don't judge your tastes, but I think it was at least decent, so if you'd like to like or subscribe, it does mean a lot to me, and is no cost to you guys. It's completely free and all that, so think of it as giving the pizza boy a tip, or giving food to the homeless guy outside your house. You now give me the subscription so we can reach 1,000 subscribers. Anyways, that's the end of my self-promotion, I promise. So I think this is a good explanation for the Mimic and Glitch Trap. aka the GOAT, the digital devil himself, Glitchtrap. My goodness, I love our little community. But until next time, remember, the Mimic controls the Pizzaplex, Ralsei is Flowey, and this has been Tater Animations trying to do a YouTube video. And now it's end card time. Ooh, look at the lefty bouncing around the screen. I wonder if he'll hit the corner all satisfyingly. Ooh, I wonder if it's gonna happen. You better stay around and give me more watch time to find out. Whoa. Seriously, though, I'm gonna get out of character here for a minute. This video took so long. I know you guys don't know it, because I upload weekly, but if you've been following the community posts, you'd know this video has been like a month in the making, almost. And it's still not as long as I would have liked it to have been. School's starting up again soon, which you would think gives me less free time, but I'll actually have more free time now. So hopefully I'll be able to do better quality videos, and I might move to once every 2 weeks as an upload schedule just to improve each of these individual videos. So yeah, be excited for that, I think. Anyways, I did actually figure out the key to YouTube success. It's